Hey y'all, so I'm just waking up this morning, so please don't mind my hair. But I woke up this morning and I had a thought, like something came to my mind as soon as I woke up. And I won't, okay, I'm gonna say it. It's doing the nasty in prison. So I woke up and I was like, doing the nasty, that sounds like a good idea right now, right? So I don't know. As soon as I thought about it, it led me to think about my time in prison. So I was thinking about, having sex in prison and the things that I had to go through just to get my rocks off. And it was just like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. But okay. Anyways, so in prison, in women's prison, where you believe it or not, most of the COs in prisons are males. In the female prisons are males, and it doesn't matter if they're working on a mod, or they're working. The only place that male COs do not work is in confinement area. And I'll tell you why, probably in another video, why they don't work in the confinement area, but they do work on the compound in open bay. Okay, so when a male is coming onto the mod, they have to say like male on the quad. So you'll know automatically, hey, a male has entered the quad and we need to stop, put on our clothes, because they can't say, hey, why you getting dressed, inmate? I mean, what? I'm in the bathroom getting dressed. I'm probably getting out the shower. I'm probably using the bathroom, something like that. So they have to tell you. So one of these times, my girlfriend woke me up early in the morning. Now, in prison, you can have sex 2 times. You can either have it early in the morning or you can have it late at night. Now, early in the morning, depending on what CO comes on shift, you can go in, get it done, get out of there. It's no cuddling, no, oh my God, honey, I can't. No, it's none of that. It's get in there, get your business done, and get the fuck back out before you go to jail. Anyways, so my girlfriend came, she woke me up. She was like, oh, I want to have sex. So she takes me into the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, what the fuck? All right, cool. So I'm in the bathroom, and we're on the floor or whatever, in the bathroom floor inside the stall. So the male officers, they're walking by, we can hear them. But we know that they're not on the mod, because as soon as they come on the mod, they have to say male on the quad. So we're having sex and stuff, and like we're not really paying no attention. A female officer walks in. Now, female officers, they don't have to say anything. They're females. So they just come in and they do their checks and they leave. Now, what alerted to me, knowing that it was a female on the quad, is that the fact that she had boots on. And it was a Saturday for us. So we typically don't wear boots unless we're going to like visitation or something. And I heard the boots and I'm like, damn, who is that? So, because I don't like having sex in front of people. Shit, I'm running out of time. But you know what? Like for part 2, if you guys want a part 2, and I'll keep on telling y'all. Okay, you guys, I'm gonna try to tell you guys part 2 of having sex in prison. So, in prison, okay, fuck that. I'm past introductions. Anyway, so now I hear the boots coming, and I'm like, well, it has to be 2 things. It has to be 1, either an inmate who is going to be peeing there wearing boots, or it's 2, it's a officer that's wearing boots and they're doing a security check. So I know women are the only ones that come through the bathroom, because men, they can't do security checks in the bathroom. Anyways, so I tell her, I said, try to stick your clothes on, don't stand up, because if you stand up immediately, they're gonna see you, because they can see a certain, like in the showers. So as she's putting on her clothes, I'm sneaking out to like look underneath, and I'm still in my sports bra, because it's prison. So I'm still in my sports bra. So anyways, as I look down, the lady comes over and she's like, what are you doing, inmate? And I'm like, stuck as fuck. I'm stuck as fuck. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do, because at this point I've only been in prison for like a year now, and I haven't been getting in trouble like that. So I'm like, especially not this. So as soon as she sprays me. Like, she don't talk, like, she sprays both of us. And the thing about sprays in prison, like, when they spray you, where it's always in closed spaces, so it affects you so much more. So as soon as she sprayed us, like, we just started coughing and spit it up, coughing. Like, next thing I know, she radios the other officers run in. We're already on the floor. Okay, we're already on the floor. She gets down on the floor with us and put her knees in our backs, like trying to hold both of us down, but we're not moving, because like at this point we know like they're gonna come in with a whole slew of guards and stuff. So like she's holding us down. She sprayed us. We're coughing. We're spitting up. Like I'm spitting up, fucking spitting up like mucus and all that shit because that spray is fucking deadly. Don't matter what. And I'm like, fucking God, I can't breathe. I can't see. I can feel it in my throat, in my chest. Like it's crazy. So after that, we get taken to confinement because a sexual act is a DR in prison. Like we're not allowed to have sex because they basically say like inmates we can't say yes for ourselves. And when we go to confinement, they're like dressing us out or whatever, and they're like, oh, so you guys were having sex, huh? Like, so one of the male guards come in there like, oh, you guys were having sex, now mind you, my ex-girlfriend was pretty fine. So they were like, oh, you guys were having sex, huh? I was like, yeah, so, and they're like, yeah, well, it ain't no sex in confinement. I was like, okay. Here I am with part 3 of sex in prison. I don't know how I got here, but here I am. If you're a confinement inmate, you're not allowed to have soap from the outside, like on the compound. You're not allowed to have regular toothbrushes, the longer toothbrushes. You're not allowed to have like deodorant. You're not allowed to have conditioner. You're not allowed to have shampoo. Like it's a lot of things you're not allowed to have in confinement. So basically you're gonna do your confinement stay a little stinky. Depending on how long you have. Some people have 30 days, some people have 60 days, some people have 90 days, some people have 120 days. It all depends on what they decide to give you. So as I'm going into confinement, you know, you have to do your strip search. Now, I always hated strip searches because I don't understand why another person can look upside my vagina. I always felt like that was the most degrading thing ever, to have somebody tell you to bend over, squat, and cough. And then they're talking about, and there's some that took it to the extreme sometimes. They're always like, oh, I need to see something shaking inside of you. There's nothing that's going to be shaking inside of me. I'm an 18-year-old. Everything is tight here. Everything, because sometimes people sneak drugs in through their vagina. They sneak cell phones in. They sneak whatever they can. I'm not one of those people. And I know you don't know that. I know you don't know that. And that's fine. But that's still degrading. Like, they're like, bend over, squat, and cough. And like, that's always made me cry. Because you have to be fully naked. And it's just like, wow, you're looking inside me right now. This person is like really inside me. Like, she's seeing things I probably never saw. Who knows? Anyway, so as I finished that and I was literally supposed to be taken straight to the decontamination shower. I wasn't supposed to be dressed out because I just got sprayed. So as I'm going into the shower, you know, they're telling me whatever, don't use soap while you're in there. They're telling me to make sure that I take off anything that I have that I'm not supposed to. So I get in the shower and I turn on the shower. Woo! Now, I don't know if anybody's been sprayed on the outside, but if you've been sprayed on the outside, they say it literally activates right then and there. For us, it doesn't activate until you get inside the shower. Because once that water hit me, I was burning before, but it was subtle. Now I'm burning and I'm on fucking fire. Like, everything burns. I'm coughing. I'm spitting and I'm coughing and I'm spitting up. It's mucus coming out my nose and everything. And at this point, I'm just like, I just wanted to end. So it got to the point where I started laying down on the floor. Now, if you've ever been in a prison shower, you're not supposed to lay down on the floor. That's the dirtiest place you can be. I'm talking about trash can dirty. But I'm laying on the floor because it's cold right now and I need that cold. I need that cold and I need that water. I need both of you. Anyways, oh my God, here we go again. It's gonna end. All right, y'all, so here go part 4 because y'all keep asking for it, so I'm just gonna give it to you. So as I'm laying down in the shower, something's telling me, like, get up, like, get up, like, get up. If you stay on this floor, they're going to spray you again because they're going to say that you're disobeying verbal orders so they can spray you. So as I'm laying on the floor, I'm like, oh, my God, I got to get up. I got to get up. But it's like I couldn't find the strength in me, you guys. I was burning so bad. I didn't have the strength. I didn't have the oxygen inside of me to get up. But I got up because I was like, I'm not going to get sprayed again. So as I got up off the floor, you know, I got up off the floor and they gave me a dress to put on. They gave me some panties that were used. Now, in prison, they can give you used panties, used bras. So they took the used panties and the used bras that was in the laundry cart from, like, I don't know how long it's been sitting in there. And they were like, okay, inmate, get dressed. I'm not putting that on. So I took my dress and I put my dress on by itself because I'm not putting that on. I don't know who you think this is. What think you think this is? I'm not putting those dirty panties on. So as I put the my dress on, they told me to turn around and get handcuffed so that I can go into my cell. So I turn around and I get handcuffed. As I'm walking out the shower, the one of the LTs that know me, they know me, but like they don't know me. So he's like, okay, inmate, don't try anything funny. So I'm like, okay, I'm worn out at this point. So they take me to my cell, and when you're going into your cell, you can't, they lock you into the cell, and then they take your hand, they take your they take your hand restraints off. So once they lock you in the cell, they take your hand restraints off. So they put me in, they took my hand restraints off, and as soon as they took it in, I fell on the floor. And just took my dress off and laid on the floor naked because I was burning. Y'all don't understand, but I was burning. Okay. Anyways, they sat somebody out my door so that they could watch me to make sure that I wouldn't have any breathing problems, because some people have asthma, and when they get sprayed, they start having like asthmatic attacks. So they put the somebody there to watch me to make sure I didn't have any asthma attacks or stuff like that. But they put my girlfriend on the second quad, and that pissed me off. So what I do, I go in the store and I started yelling again. Now, after I started yelling, I was still under a verbal order. And when you're under a verbal order, they can basically use force on you as much times that they like. I didn't know that at the time. So when I started yelling again, they came back with the spray and they lit my ass up. But this time, I was ready. Because when I heard them that they were coming, I got my rag, put it over my mouth, and I wet my rag over my mouth, and I got up under the bed and wrapped myself in the blanket. I was ready.